Assalamu alaikum, this is thenasartinc and I'm back with another video tutorial. This is like a draw along, so grab a paper, pencil, sketch pen, whatever you need and you can draw with me. This video is not sped up that much, so you can keep up with me and draw together. It's a very general drawing tutorial. I'm drawing the Holy Dome of Medina, the green dome, but you can draw anything you like using the general technique I use here. It's not the right or the wrong technique, it's just what works for me. And first of all, Ramadan Kareem to everyone watching this. Remember me in your prayers, and I hope you're having a great Ramadan. And so first I start with drawing a horizon line so you know where the object sits. I don't do a lot of sceneries for some reason. I normally do these kind of sketches or doodles where there's one object and there's a background that is framed around that object, or the background is something that complements it. But usually I don't work much on the background, it's not my style. My style is more of like focusing on the object, and the background is usually not there. If it is there, it's a little more abstract and simplified, so the entire focus goes on the object. So I start by drawing out like a rough silhouette. Now remember, you're enjoying this. You're not doing it like for a grade, then you can totally enjoy while doing this. There's no right or wrong way of drawing. There's always your way of drawing, whatever you enjoy doing, what makes you happy. Now honestly, drawing does make me happy. It's something I do when I get too paranoid or anxious or bored, just to, keep my brain busy, do something nice. So I'm gonna start with drawing the object in focus, which here is the green dome of Medina, and just roughly sketching. I'm not perfect at this, but I'm doing what I can, and I'm drawing this from memory, so just forgive me if there are any errors or it doesn't look exactly like the original one. I'm just drawing what I think it looks like. Consider the last time I visited it was a few months ago, so yeah. And after doing a little rough silhouette, get a pencil which is slightly darker. For example, if you sketched it with two, say I sketched it with an HB pencil, then you gotta outline things with a 2B pencil, something that's darker. You gotta make sure everything is in proportion. You can't be like, for example, if you're drawing a face, you can't make one eye bigger than the other unless you're going for that kind of an art, like an abstract Van Gogh or something sort of an art. But if you're trying to do something more realistic, you might want to look at the proportions. There are proportions available for everything on the internet. You can always Google. It's always okay to use references, because if you're learning, you gotta have a base for learning. You can't just learn on your own. You need a base or a reference. It's totally all right. And so I'm still sketching and trying to get a smoother shape, because when you're drawing something in the foreground, you might want to have it a smooth outline. A smooth outline is important to make it look professional or clean. Messy doodles are fine too, but they don't look that clean. They're not that presentable. So yeah, how I generally do this is just keep a steady hand. I hold my breath when I draw for some reason. So if I'm drawing like a line, I'm just gonna hold my breath and draw the line and then like take a breath. So that helps with the steady hand, because I have a very shaky hand when I'm drawing, or if I'm taking a picture, my hands just shaking. So yeah, those are little things I do to I just realized I'm not like an artist or anything, that like artists have like a sense of art and all that. I'm just like a person who has like these little tricks up my sleeve that help me create illustrations that are pleasing to the eye, or drawings or doodles that represent my feelings, things like that. How I'm feeling, for example, this Ramadan is all about mosques and prayer and being spiritually attached to a higher being, and being very patient and nice and kind. That's the whole point of Ramadan. And in case you're a non-Muslim and you don't know what exactly Ramadan is all about, it's not just about food and no, we can't drink water. It's not just about starving the whole day. It's about having a peace of mind and being spiritual, being honest, being trustworthy. No gossiping, no lying, no cheating, no screaming, yelling, being angry, being absurd, no cussing, no being a bad person. Just be the best version of yourself, and not just for that month, but whatever you learn in that 1 month, you're supposed to apply that to your life in general for the rest of the year. So it's like a month of cleansing your mind and body and just being a pure person again, and being that pure person for the rest of the year. It's not just that you be a nice person for that 1 month and you're not lying, cheating, and as soon as Ramadan gets over, it's Eid and you're just back to being the mean person you were. No. And just, it's basically about being a nice person. It's like a sort of like a month of detox, you can say, like in a millennial slang. And wait, I got off topic. So yeah, about this sketch, I'm still sketching the objects in the foreground. I'm going slow and steady. I didn't speed up this video that much so you can like see and draw along. Usually people say my videos are too fast to follow, so this time the video is more slow and more comprehensible even. And I feel like I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, so even if you're like a beginner who has no art knowledge whatsoever, even if you're like a young child, I don't know, 5-6 years old, or even if you're a grown-ass adult, you can still follow this. It's very, very basic. It's just, you don't need a lot of art knowledge for these kind of sketches. You just try to follow the form and put it into paper. Do what you like, just have fun with it. And I think I'm getting tired of speaking so much. I don't know what to say because I'm sketching so slowly. Let's keep sketching and adding tiny little details. Now you can see we have a rough form of the object in the foreground, a bit of the details. Now I'm drawing the dome and there's a fence in the front. This is what it looks like if you're sitting inside the holy mosque, and there's a place where the ceiling is open and it has like umbrellas. It's really cool. I love that place. When you go there during the day when there's a direct sunlight, these huge umbrellas open up so they give you shade and you can sit there and pray and just relax, and it's really peaceful. And during like in the evening when there's not direct enough sunlight, the umbrellas close and they stay closed the whole night, so when you look up you can like see the stars and all in the night. And you can, this is that place like inside that area where the umbrellas close and you can see the dome and you can see the sky and there's nice cold wind blowing. It's just beautiful. And really, as I said before, it is not exactly or even close to the drawing I'm like the original one, but I tried my best. Don't judge me on this. I can do better, I know, but this is it's not that easy drawing or making videos and being creative at the same time. When you have a camera hanging right near your head and a tripod right here near your neck and you're just holding everything in place with one hand and drawing with the other, it's not that easy, let me tell you. And so after the sketch is done, what I do is I like working in layers. So first I make like a base layer where all the rendering is done. I'm just generally shading with this pencil, and when all this is done, this is like an optional step. What you can do is you can take colored markers. These are just basic kitty markers that you can use, and you could just overlay those colors above the black and white sketch you made, so that way you won't have to use multiple markers to do the shading, but rather just one colored marker all over the whole thing, just to and it gives it depth and color. And I didn't color it with that much detail, just to give it a little bit of pop. I colored it with solid colors. Hope you enjoyed doing this, and if you try this, make sure you send it to me. And I love watch like people, they try out these things and they send it to me. I just enjoy that so much. It makes me so happy when one of you tries out one of these techniques or drawings. So I hope you liked it. Make sure you like, comment something nice, comment something, an idea which I can try out for my next video. And I hope you have subscribed. Share it with your artsy friends, with other maybe your friends or siblings who want to learn drawing but they can't go to an art school. Just share it with them, maybe it can help them. Thank you, bye.